Hi Krishna, dear devotees, thank you so much for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam session. Please begin on the Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihar Vijana Madhava Girivaran Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihar Hari Yashoda Tiravana Shodhanandana Brajanarandana Tiravana Jaya Radha Gopijanvalvana Krishna Badara Krishna Prabhupada Prabhupada Thank you so much, devotees, for joining. Today we will be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4th, Chapter 18, and verse number 19, 48, 19. 18, 4.18.3. प्रकल्प्य वत्सं कपिलम् सिद्धसङ्कल्पनामयीम् सिद्धिं नभसि विद्यां च ये च विद्याधरादय प्रकल्प्य वत्सं कपिलम् सिद्धसङ्कल्पनामयीम् सिद्धिं नभसि विद्यां च ये च विद्याधरादय प्रकल्प्य वत्सं कपिलम् सिद्धसङ्कल्पनामयीम् सिद्धिं नभसि विद्यां च ये च विद्याधरादय प्रकल्प्य वत्सं कपिलम् सिद्धासङ्कल्पनामयीम् सिद्धिं नभसि विद्यां च ये च विद्याधरादय synonyms prakalpya appointing vatsam calf kapilam the great sage kapila siddha the inhabitant of siddhaloka sankalpamayim proceeding from will siddhim yogic perfection nabasi in the sky vidyam knowledge cha also ye those who cha also vidyadhara adhaya the inhabitants of vidyadhar lok and so on. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Yeah. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. After the inhabitants of Siddhaloka as well as the inhabitants of Vidyadhar Loka, the transformed the चलेगा bro? Okay. After this, the inhabitants of Siddhaloka as well as the inhabitants of Vidyadhar Loka transformed the great sage Kapila into a calf and making the whole sky into a pot. They milked out specific yogic mystic powers, beginning with anima. Indeed, the inhabitants of Vidyadhar Loka acquired the art of flying in the sky. Once again, the translation. After this, the inhabitants of Siddha Loka as well as the inhabitants of Vidyadhar Loka transformed the great sage Kapil into a calf and making the whole sky into a pot. They milked out specific yogic mystic powers beginning with anima. Indeed, the inhabitants of Vidyadhar Loka acquired. Thank you. Indeed, the inhabitants of Vidyadhar Loka acquired the art of flying in the sky. Purport. By His Divine Grace, C.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The inhabitants of both Siddha Loka and Vidyadhar Loka are naturally endowed with mystic yogic powers by which they not only can fly in outer space without a vehicle but can also fly from one planet to another simply by exerting their will. Just as fish can swim within water, the residents of Vidyadhar Lok can swim in the ocean of air. As far as the inhabitants of Siddhaloka are concerned, they are endowed with all mystic powers. The yogis in this planet practice the eightfold yogic mysticism, mysticism, namely yama, asana, pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. By regularly practicing the yogic processes one after another, the yogis attain various perfections. They can become smaller than the smallest, heavier than the heaviest, etc. They can even manufacture a planet, get whatever they like, and control whatever man they want. All the residents of Sitaloka are naturally endowed with this mystic yogic powers. It is certainly a very wonderful thing if we see a person on this planet flying in the sky without a vehicle. But in Vidyadhar Lok, such flying is as commonplace as a bird flying in the sky. Similarly, in Siddhaloka, all the inhabitants are great yogis, perfect in mystic powers. The name of Kapila Muni is significant in this verse because he was the expounder of the Sankhya philosophical system, and his father Kardamma Muni was a great yogi and mystic. Indeed, Kardama Muni prepared a great airplane which was as large as a small town and had various gardens, palatial buildings, servants, and maid servants. With all this paraphernalia, Kapil Dev's mother Devahuti and his father Kardam Muni traveled all over the universe and visited different planets. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवां श्रीरूपं सागरजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् अद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना त्रैतं कृष्ण चैतन्य श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विषमान प्रणमामि वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्वेदान्त स्वामी सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्य भास्त्यादिशत जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम हुकुम करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंगायते गिरे यत्कृपातं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं परमानंद चैतन्य ईश्वरम्. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you so much for taking your time and joining this Srimad Bhagavatam discussion every day. So whoever hears Srimad Bhagavatam every day, they are very elevated. So I seek blessings from all of you, so that by your mercy, by the mercy of spiritual master, and by the mercy of all my Siksha Gurus, I will able to speak something which will going to help me in changing my life, and maybe it will help you all as well. So in today's verse, this is continuing from many previous verses, that each and every species are taking advantage of this situation, where Mother Earth has become cow, and Mother Earth agreed to give whatever she have hidden in her in within herself. So it seems like Mother Earth did not just hid grains and herbs and resources or minerals, but it seems like Mother Earth had many other things hidden within herself. So everybody else is also taking this opportunity. Otherwise, if it was not hidden in Mother Earth, then how is it possible that they want some mystic power, they are getting mystic power? Somebody want some music, the ability, a skill in music, they are getting it, and somebody want this, somebody want that. Everybody who wants it within this 14 planetary system, everybody is getting, right from the demon clan, which resides in the lower planetary system, from the topmost planet, a planet below topmost planet like Siddhaloka and Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, all the residents of this loka also, they are getting whatever they want. So it it see why Mother Earth has hid, or why Mother Earth have all these things inside her. So I was just going through the previous verses. There, in one verse, it is said that in this chapter only, I maybe in the sixth or seventh verse, Mother Earth is saying that I hid all these resources because people became very sinful. And because people became very sinful, the resources were hid, and there was no performance of sacrifice. And because there was no performance of sacrifice, all these people in the higher planetary system, or even the demons, they are not getting their share, which they will generally get from the sacrifice. So that is the reason now when Mother Earth is openly, very mercifully, with very affectionately towards her calf, she's giving whatever they need. So each and every clan have appointed one calf, which is very affectionate to Mother Earth, and because of the affection towards the calf, the Mother Earth, who is in the form of cow, she is giving whatever they need in abundance, not just like uh, giving a very little and then stopping it. No, until their heart desires in abundance, she's giving, fulfilling everybody's desire. So it shows that how this sacrifice, which is performed by humans, is very important, not only for humans, but it is also important for every other living entity in this material world, because this sacrifice is the way, is the process by which everyone will be satisfied. Why? Because this sacrifice is performed not for any mundane person or Tom, Dick, and Harry. This sacrifice is performed for that Purushottama, who is the none other than Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu and Krishna. That is why it is said, you water the roots, everybody else will get their share. For example, watering the root, leaf will get the water and whatever leaf required, fruits will get, branch will get, trunk, everybody will get. So this verses, at least this chapter, shows that how this verse from Bhagavad Gita is true. This chapter shows that if you just fulfill, if you just satisfy Krishna, who is the root of, who is the cause of all the causes, who is the root of all this material and spiritual manifestation. If we satisfy Krishna, then everybody will be satisfied. So sacrifice is very important. Everybody is discussing nowadays what will going to happen, what will happen, what will happen. But nobody except devotee circle, which is very less in number, maybe less than 1% of the world population. Nobody knows that why this thing is why this there is so much chaos, why there is so much war, and why there is so much unsatisfaction, and why there is so much unhappiness, because nobody knows. They are so much worried about the future. If and only if everybody knows, come to know about this one secret which Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, that by performance of sacrifice, everybody will be satisfied and happy, and there will be peace. Just if everybody knows this one secret, then nobody in this world will be worried about the future, because they know that Krishna will take care if we perform sacrifice. And in this age, Sankirtan Yajna is the only sacrifice which we have to perform. Even when Srila Prabhupada, while installing the temple, he performed fire sacrifice just for the sake of performing fire sacrifice as a ritual, but he gave much importance. Even at the time of fire sacrifice, he was asking devotees to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because he knew that this fire sacrifice is to show others that, oh, whatever we are doing is authentic. But actually, as I discussed just few moments ago, in this world, only very few people know the importance of sacrifice. Nobody other knows what is actual sacrifice. So people think that, oh, there if there is something fire sacrifice and elaborate chanting of Vedic mantras, that is success. If there is just sitting and Hare Krishna Maha Mantra kirtan or chanting, they think that, oh, this is just a simple bhajan and kirtan program. They will not understand it as, oh, the importance. So that is the reason Srila Prabhupada, for the sake of showing, uh, he 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 put he performed fire sacrifice. But actually, Srila Prabhupada know that, and Srila Prabhupada taught us that Sankirtan Yajna is the only only sacrifice which we should perform in this time. So here Prithu Maharaj is is uh, is a representative of Supreme Personality of God. He's Saktyavesh Avatar. He's incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Prithu Maharaj is very worried about well-being of not just this earthly kingdom, but he is worried about all the living entities. That is why Prithu Maharaj was very angry on Mother Earth. How can Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna be happy looking even one living entity suffering? It is not possible. It cannot happen. So uh, So the example is when there is a darkness and if sun comes, then there is no question of darkness, and sun cannot, when sun is there, there is no question of darkness. So similarly, Krishna nature is that Krishna cannot see anybody unhappy, even though people are still making, because of their free will, they are making choices to be away from Krishna. But it is not possible for Krishna to be away from them. That is the reason Krishna, as a Paramatma, always be with living entities in the heart. It is not possible for Krishna to stay away with anybody else. But because of the free will, which is misused, which is misused by the living entities, Krishna is just sitting as Paramatma without speaking anything. Until that free will, we divert it from our we divert our free will from this uh, material enjoyment to Krishna, towards Krishna, then only Krishna will speak. Otherwise, he wants to speak, but we are not allowing him to speak, even as a Paramatma. So, how can Prithu Maharaj see his citizens who were his citizens? Actually, everybody, not even one, even ant, elephant, and not only in this planet Earth, all the living entities in this 14 planetary system were his citizens. So how can he see so many people, so many living entities being unhappy? So that is why Prithu Maharaj was very angry on the Mother Earth. So it shows the nature of the Lord that Jai Shri Shri Radha Gopikan Vallabh. So it shows the nature of Krishna and Krishna's incarnation, that they Krishna is really like our father. We can understand from Srimad Bhagavatam and from so many pastimes of Krishna. Krishna just did not speak a dry philosophy when he was speaking Bhagavad Gita. He actually showed with the example. He actually uh, practically he showed in Srimad Bhagavatam and in many places that he whatever Krishna speaks, he doesn't speak any lie. So sometimes in a joke, people tend to say that, oh, Krishna is a cheater, and Krishna is chalia or whatever. But to me, that is, if devotees are speaking, they are speaking out of love. But outside people, they really think that Krishna is cheater. They don't think that, oh, Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead when they speak like this. But actually, Krishna, how can he cheat anybody when he want everybody to be with him? Everybody to come out. Everybody should come out of this material world, suffering from the material world, and come back to Golok Vrindavan. So he's also unhappy if somebody is in Vaikuntha Loka. What to speak of speaking of somebody in material world? And we know from the past time of Gop Kumar, where Sanatan Goswami has written this book, uh, Brahad Bhagwa, Brahad Bhagavatamrita, where Sanatan Goswami showed with the example of Gop Kumar that when Gop Kumar was in Vaikuntha Loka, he was not happy, and then after that the pastime is very long, so I'm just speaking the in short. After he was in Vaikuntha Loka, when he was not happy, Then Narad Muni came, and Narad Muni said that he is not the resident of Vaikuntha Loka, he is the resident of Golok Vrindavan. Then, when he went back to Golok Vrindavan, Krishna cried. First of all, Krishna fainted, looking in the happiness that, oh, you finally came to Golok Vrindavan. So, what it shows that Krishna is all actually not very happy that if somebody is in Vaikuntha Loka also. Krishna want everybody to with him. Krishna want everybody to be in Golok Vrindavan, and Krishna wants to everybody to be in to be part of his pastime. So this is Krishna. So Krishna don't want to enjoy alone. The highest and ultimate happiness in this material world is only in Golok. Sorry, in this world, whether it is material or spiritual, is in Golok Vrindavan only. There is no there is no other happiness other than Golok Vrindavan. So Krishna wants us to be happy there, but it is not just the sake of happiness. We have seen in Golok Vrindavan, the gopis and the gopas are suffering in the separation of Krishna. So it is not just a question of happiness or suffering, it is a question of being with Krishna. It is a matter of being with Krishna each and every moment. And in Golok Vrindavan, whether they are feeling separation with Krishna or whether they are with Krishna, they are actually each and every moment with Krishna. In Vaikuntha Loka or in other any other planetary system in this material world, we might be enjoying the happiness, but in that happiness, we might tend to forget Krishna, and we might only be worried, or we might only be indulge in our happiness of our own. So there might be a possibility that we might tend to forget about Krishna. So, and Srila Prabhupada said that we were in the spiritual world, but we came here. So maybe we were in the Vaikuntha Loka or whatever, where we might have forgot about the about Krishna, and we started thinking about our own happiness. So in other planets, wherever in spiritual or material world, other planet except Golok Vrindavan, we might tend to forget about Krishna when we are enjoying the the blissful environment in Vaikuntha Loka or in higher planetary system. But in Golok Vrindavan, there is no opportunity to forget Krishna, whether in the separation or whether in the happiness. So that is the greatest happiness, that each and every moment we remember Krishna. So, Jai Shri Radha Gopinath. So for that reason, Krishna comes in this material world so that he can make us realize that how much we are suffering even though we think we are happy in either in this material world, in earthly planet or higher planetary system. We are suffering because are we forget Krishna. So Krishna himself said that anything which is not connected to Krishna is illusion, is not real. Anything which is not connected with Krishna is not real. So, for example, if somebody is going for preaching and speaking about Krishna, but back of the mind, that person is only thinking about himself. That, oh, if I speak about Krishna and preach, then maybe I'll become famous. So let me do it. And then if that is what a person who is preaching, if that is what the consciousness is, then it is not real. it is illusion. Even, but it is said that I have heard that somehow or other, if somebody is connected to Krishna, Krishna will somehow or other pull them back. So even though it is illusion for some time, it might not be real, and we might be thinking about ourselves. But somehow or other, if we are connected in Krishna consciousness, Krishna will pull us back. Because as we discussed, Krishna is waiting for us to come to him more than us. We actually don't realize that how much suffering is here. Even though we are going through suffering, there is always the covering of illusionary energy maya, which covers, like how in the womb the child cries. We have seen in the third canto, 26th chapter. There are verses of 25th or I forgot the exact chapter, but there are verses saying that how a child, when it get the consciousness in the seventh month, how the child lament on his unfortunate situation, that why did I did not perform devotional service in my previous lives. Why did I why didn't I perfected my life and went back to Godhead? Why I had to come again in the womb and suffering the pain of and the engagement in the womb. The child cries and laments and prays the Supreme Personality of Godhead that, please Lord, save me, take me out of this situation. I promise that I will never forget you again. I will always, I'll always remember you. I'll promise. Please take me out. And that is what will happen. So, so that is what will happen. The child will come out, but when the child come out, the child directly pops out and comes in the hand of Maya, and then child forget everything, and then again same birth, old age, disease, and death. So we we are suffering, but we forget about our suffering, and we think that we are enjoying. So this is the cycle which happens again and again and again and again and again. It is not just this lifetime story. This is coming from eternity. This is the story of infinite lifetimes, and we don't know till when it goes. So that is why Krishna is crying for us, thinking that again and again and again, this living entity is not understanding that again and again they want to enjoy material world and suffer. So Krishna keeps making plan. How can I help these living entities? So I was thinking one time that I don't have any hope. Even if there is one rule in a process, I cannot follow it. I am very fallen. How can I cannot even follow a simple traffic rules? How will I follow the spiritual rules? I was thinking about it. So is there any hope for me? I was thinking like that. And answer came no. There is no hope at all. I have to suffer here till eternity. Everybody will go back, but I will stay here alone and suffer. I was thinking in that way. Somehow or other, that thoughts were coming. So I was not getting answer. What is my hope? I cannot follow any rules and regulations, and I cannot even. I am not at all pure. And I was thinking, I wish I can get. I can become Kripa Siddha. So if I get Kripa only, I'll otherwise not. But then I realized actually I got so much Kripa. That is why I'm here. If I did not had Kripa, then I would have enjoying the meat, I would have enjoying the intoxication, I would have enjoying the gambling, I would have enjoying the illicit sex. But now, even though I tend, I want all those things, but at least I'm restraining myself, I'm able to do it because of the kripa. So somehow or other, even though we don't have determination, even we don't have somehow or other, it comes if we are in the process. Even if we are fallen, it comes if we are in the process and if we are in the association of devotees. Only thing we need is first patience, and then if we are patient, if we have patience, then slowly determination comes. Slowly, and it will come on its own. We don't have to put much endeavor also. It comes by the mercy of devotees and by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. And then when determination comes, then enthusiasm will come. And when enthusiasm will come, then that happiness will come. And when that happiness will come, and when we start enjoying this process, then we will able to understand how much fortunate we are. Until that time, when we are in anartha nivritti stage, for sure we need to have patience. Determination and enthusiasm is way ahead. So, but one thing is we need to have patience and we need to have faith. Then slowly, when Nishta will come, determination will come. And then when Ruchi will come, enthusiasm will come. And then Asakti will come, that happiness will come. And when Bhava will come, then we'll understand, wow, we are in bliss. And then when Prema will come, we are with Krishna. So we just need to be in the process and be patient, and then slowly the determination will come and everything will come. And for that reason only, to show us this, Krishna is coming in this material world. Prithu Maharaj has come here to deliver all the living entities. Vena was so much vicious person that he was like a real demon. And then Brahmanas, being merciful, who were the devotees of the Lord, they at least delivered people from Vena. But then again, all the problems started. Thieves and rooks came. Again, Brahmanas, who are devotees of Krishna, became merciful on the people, and then they churned the body of Vena and invited Lord Prithu. And then when Prithu Maharaj came, then all the happiness came. So devotees. So we have to be with devotees, and devotees will help us to get rid of our anarthas, which are like venas, which are like vena. So they will kill vena. Then after that, again thieves will come. Like in Manasiksha, it is said first the anarthas will go, then that false prestige and all will come. Again, devotees will kill the will help us to come out of it by giving us Prithu Maharaj, by giving us Krishna. So we have to be in association of devotees, and then only we will be able to come out of the situation where we are stuck in the cycle of birth, old age, disease, and death. And from this pastime of Prithu Maharaj, in this chapter, we have seen how much people people are depending on the sacrifice. If we don't perform sacrifice, not only us, everybody in this universe is unhappy. So if we perform sacrifice, which is Sankirtan Yajna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If we perform this sacrifice, then only everybody will be happy, including us. And we don't have to worry about our future at all, because if we perform sacrifice, it will be taken care. And those who doesn't perform will have to suffer, and that is the nature of this material world. Because they are not performing sacrifice, they are performing sense gratification. in the material world, so they have to suffer. But devotees have to be vigilant, and devotees have to be very determined to preach the message of Krishna to those people who are not performing sacrifice, and slowly get them in this process and make them understand this importance of sacrifice, and then everybody will be happy, including us and everybody else. So that is what I want to speak today. Please forgive me if I have spoken anything wrong. If there are any questions or any corrections, you can correct. Otherwise, we'll end here. Any corrections?
Amazing, amazing,
Uh,
amazing, amazing shower of ecstasy.
please pray. Whatever I spoke, I can follow because it's just words, but I have to follow it.
I am depending on you.
Anything you want to? Uh, yeah, determination. He said after Ruchi, it gets easier. Yeah. Uh, oh. Oh. So Krishna Kumar Prabhu was sharing that when Mahaprabhu have taken sannyas, then Mother Sachi and Mother Vishnupriya, they were crying profusely. And why did Mahaprabhu took sannyas? Because he took sannyas for all of us, so that he can help us to perform our bhakti. And if we don't perform our bhakti properly, then we are answerable to those tears of Mother Sachi and Mother Vishnupriya. So it's very powerful statement that how much they sacrificed for us, and if we don't do our duty properly, then it is not good at our part. So we have to follow our bhakti properly. So that's what Krishna Kumar Prabhu said. Anybody have anything to share on Zoom? If nobody have anything, then we'll end here. Thank you so much, everybody.
Have something.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that in our spiritual life, there is always someone and there is always something that will inspire us at a given point. So, so I feel like even if nothing inspires, even if one has no determination, no enthusiasm, nothing, he can at least hear, and hearing will give everything. So, like that, if we can identify the people in our life that are always there to uplift us, and we always, even if we cannot associate, if we just pray for their mercy, then for sure that there will be great
Wow. So Shyam Kishore Prabhuji shared that Even if we don't have any determination, then we there will be someone who will inspire us, at least someone. Even if we don't have determination to perform bhakti, but we look at somebody and think that, oh, I should do like them, even though we don't have determination. For example, some visiting speaker come like Amrendra Prabhu, Radhesham Prabhu. Even though we don't have determination, but when we look at them, we get inspired and we think that, oh, I should do very bhakti very nicely like them, or at least a part, 1% of what they're doing. So that will be there, and we should look upon them, and we should keep hearing, and we should beg for their mercy. Even if we just pray for their mercy, even if we are not connected with them anyway, or if we hear, and if we just hear, then we'll get determination. So that is what Sham Kishore said. Thank you so much for sharing, Prabhuji. So if nobody have anything else, then we'll end here. Thank you everybody for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. And please pray for me that whatever I spoke and heard today, I should follow. Vancha kalpatarubhishcha kripa sindhubhyev च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय. शिला प्रभुपाद की जय. आमीन. समवेता भक्तवृंद की जय.